Islands in the sea, how can I be wrong? Sail away with me. Yo, Laws to Success with Mr. Nobody and the Akita Group. The Akita Group, the one and only. The courage, the loyalty and the pride to get up for the mission and vision at hand. Laws to Success. Number one, you must have an aim. If you don't know where you're going, how do you know how to plan a route to get there? If you don't know where you want to be in life, or your mission or your vision or your dreams or your ambition, if you don't know what they are, how do you know how to get to them? How do you know how to plan a strategy of how to get to your missions, dreams, ambitions, whatever you want to do? You must have an aim. You must have that something you want to aim for to be able to achieve it. I.e., my aim is to fix the soil I'm standing on. This soil I'm standing on is absolutely dreadful at the minute. Believe in your ability. If your brain's on them lines and you're trying to learn and be nosy, that's your cue. Your brain's thinking it can achieve it and it needs to know that information. People don't research stuff for the sake of researching stuff, do they? They've either got an interest in it, or that's what that interest is then going to cross over into their survivals. So yeah, believe in your ability. If your brain's on them lines and you're trying to learn it, like as I said in a few videos ago, I've looked at presidential capes, I've looked at Boeing 747s or 737s, like what the presidents have, where they've got their own medicals, everything. Hospital, kitchen staff, they've got it on board. It's like living in a different world. Like, I've always been like that. I've always knew and been unique. But if you're looking at it, gut feeling's telling you it can achieve it. So believe in your ability. If your brain's on them lines, you need to figure out why your brain is on them lines. Number 3, positive mental attitude. You need to take large negative thoughts and turn them into small positive thoughts. This is, I'm in the middle on this one at the minute. Like as I say, transparency, positive mental attitude. You need to take large negative thoughts. So my grapevine at the minute is not with family, but when I can see a vision up there and I think I know what's happening all the way through them layers to get to that vision, and my family are getting at level 1, I have a gripe, yeah. I have a soul gripe, yeah. So positive mental attitude. But that's, you've got to turn large negative thoughts into small ones. I can't force them to change and join me on this mission or vision. They're their own spirit. If they want to live that life, where, like working class, mum and dad are in the NHS, sister and sister are in the NHS, brother's ex-army. So they've all achieved, they all have done something to better this country. But I struggle with the economy, the game eating them alive, because my mum and dad are getting older. I don't want them on that treadmill right till the end. Let's put it. Not a chance. Struggle with that one a bit myself, like, because I've wasted that long of my life not knowing what my true mission and vision was in life, but I knew it was not to be an employee, it was to be a businessman or an entrepreneur. And as my dad says, it's never ever just a little thing, it's always stupid industries what a global changing, international would affect. So now found me true destiny, but this is where it comes back to a few videos ago of how to stay mentally strong. A true entrepreneur on a mission and vision, this is going to come across souls destroy. A true entrepreneur on a mission and vision, if the family don't join them on that mission and vision and follow the orders like everyone else does to better themselves and the team and the mission, unfortunately they have to be left. Because when they're dragging you back because of limited beliefs in the human brain, till you've cured that addiction of the limited beliefs, you've got to radicalize that limited belief out of your mind. So like another one positive, oh, here's my cup. It's took me all day to drink this decaf, no sugar, but I've been down on this stuff recently, right? But now my family are footing the fall of my nutty consequence, because I can't go up to the kettle and go, yeah, and put keys in that, put 50 bags in that one, but not in that one. If it's right for my parents to have 50 bags, it's right for me to have 50 bags in my mind. And that's the limited belief you've got to break. Well, no, I'm my own person. They can do what they want. I can't stop them. Physically can't stop them. But, yeah, you can only do what you can do yourself. You can advise people, you can teach people, you can have the best interest at heart, but unless they want to put them words into actions and see results for what they're doing, then number 4, you must be unique and different. If you want to live a different life, you must be different than the normal people or companies out there. If you want to be that entrepreneur or that visionary or that such a person or that person or that person, to be them people, they don't just get there by getting there. They're getting there by the personality, the persona, the mental. There's multiple things, but you've got to be different. If you're the same, if you're setting up the same candle shop or the same this shop, or the same nail bar or the same this, same that, you're no different. You're just joining into background noise. Number 5, you must be self-disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you could end up like some rich people, die because they have no purpose to be rich. And that's what it boils down to. You've got to have self-discipline. If you become a millionaire and I drop £1 million in anyone's bank in Liverpool, what are they going to do? 80%, say 70%, I don't know. I'm going to absolutely blow it. They're going to see nothing for it. What will free them from the financial rat race? So discipline is key. It's like that one from the music fella years ago when I was out discoing. Done it. Number 6. You win or you learn attitude. There's no such thing as losing. You either win or you learn from it. You don't lose, you learn from it. So setbacks are vulnerable learning opportunities. You must learn from your mistakes or it will happen again. If you take the loss as a learning opportunity, it's less of a setback and a valuable learning opportunity. Number 7. This is where we come back to Kayla and Zeus and the Akita group. This is how it all started. Always have the courage to carry on when it hurts or when you're feeling the pressure. If you work through the pain and stress, you gain more resilience. Yeah, you could look at that because I'm relating to them as dogs, metaphorically speaking, how I've evaluated that. If they were trained in Alaska, metaphorically speaking, to do their job, they would always have the courage to carry on when it hurts. Exactly what it says. And when you're feeling the pressure to stop and no, I can't do anymore. If you work through the pain and the stress, you gain more resilience. It's in their blood, metaphorically speaking, to have the courage to do the job or don't come back. And that's how I've learned from them, evaluating, and it's soul destroying. But the domesticated dogs, so there's no problem, but that is how I've learned from them. They'd have had a purpose in Alaska. They'd go out and do that job or they wouldn't come back till it was done. Number 8, they have the pride to stand up and admit when they don't know. So the dogs, I've worded that wrongly. The dogs would have the pride to stand up and say, right, I'm going to have you if you come any closer. I'm telling you, I'm going to have you if you come any closer. Right? And they'll only warn you so much. And then you start to see the unique differences, which would be the tail going down, the heckles coming up, and you can, so then you start to see the differences, and then you'd see the discipline in them, where they'd watch and they'd wait and they'd evaluate what you're doing. So that's where it comes down to the pride. They have the pride to either win the fight or lose it, and either not come home and I tried that but it didn't come back type of thing. So in business, there's pride to stand up and admit you don't know something or you have caused an issue. If he goes out and bites someone, you best have the pride to come back and say, listen Dad, I've just done something wrong. You're going to have to go and find out who it is because I've hurt someone. It's all about pride. At least then I've got the respect to go around and say, ooh, metaphorically speaking. Number 9, the loyalty to the staff, the customers, the community, business and the land. So, as I would say, the staff, the blood, the customers, there's no business without customers. They're all part of loyalty. And their loyalty is look after the pack. Look after the pack. And if that means they have to sacrifice themselves for the pack, so be it. And that's what we've got to do now. We've got to sacrifice ourselves, metaphorically speaking. We've got to sacrifice our life and work to take back this land we're on. For the loyalty of our ancestors and the land. Own the fact you're a free spirit, so you're responsible for all your actions and what happens to you. You're a free spirit. If you're in a pub and someone's having this or having that, or smoking this or smoking that, you have the option to get up and move. Don't sit there and go whinging to the bar manager and causing a scene for them, because it's not their problem. Metaphorically speaking, it's your problem because you were unhappy and you were then thinking, oh well, I'll have to go. No, it's your problem. You take yourself out of it. Protect your reputation. Don't let standards slip to pinch pennies, as a little pinch will turn into a big bite in the bum. If you keep cutting corners off the pieces of paper all the time to make more money, people are going to turn their back and go, hey, you know what? He's cutting all the corners off that, you know. That then creates the big pinch because they know, and it's power in numbers. So that is the laws to success. The 3 mains what I would stick to. That one, that one, that one. They're all good ones. They're all there. But that was what got me thinking, well, if I hadn't domesticated this dog, what would this dog do in his life? If he was a wild dog, what would he do? And if I was a wild human being, what would I do? I would try and do the mission and vision in hand, what I'm trying to do. So that's how I come back. From Mr. Nobody, the Akita Group. Ciao for now, guys, and keep it real. Peace out.